Asian stocks up. Investors Digest, cut in Chinese benchmark lending rate by Gina Lee. Investing.com, Asia Pacific stocks were mostly up on Thursday morning after China's central bank cut its benchmark lending rate. Japan's Nikkei 225 gained 0.57% by 10:06 p.m. Eastern Time. Trade data released earlier in the day showed that the trade balance was JPY 582.4 billion and the adjusted trade balance was JPY 0.44 trillion in December. Exports grew 17.5% and imports grew 41.1%. South Korea's KOSPI inched up 0.07%. In Australia, the ASX 200 edged down 0.19%. Data released earlier in the day showed that the employment change was 64,800. The full employment change was 41,500 and the unemployment rate was 4.2% in December. Hong Kong's Hang Seng Index jumped 1.8%. China's Shanghai Composite edged down 0.19%, while the Shenzhen Component inched up 0.01%. The People's Bank of China on Thursday cut the one-year loan prime rate from 3.8% to 3.7%. And the 5-year LPR from 4.65% to 4.6%. U.S. Treasury yields fell but remained higher for the week thanks to continually high inflation and expectations of U.S. Federal Reserve interest rate hikes as soon as March 2022. The market is now facing uncertainty regarding both rate hikes and the balance sheet, Standard Chartered Bank Global Head of G10 FX Research Stephen Englander said in a note. We therefore see scope for the recent volatility to continue near term, the note added. At a press conference marking his first year in office, U.S. President Joe Biden passed the responsibility of curbing high inflation to the Fed and supported the central bank's asset tapering plan. He also signaled that his proposed $2 trillion economic agenda could be broken up. Central banks in Indonesia, Malaysia, Norway, Turkey, and Ukraine will also hand down their policy decisions later in the day. At the press conference, Biden also indicated that he will not ease tariffs on China yet, and with Russia likely to move in on Ukraine, such a step would hurt Russian counterpart Vladimir Putin badly. Meanwhile, company earnings were also on investors' radars. U.S. companies including Morgan Stanley, United Health Group Incorporated, and Procter & Gamble Company released upbeat earnings, but failed to lift investor sentiment. More earnings, including from Netflix, Seng, are due for the rest of the week.